Hi guys, and thank you very much for listening to my presentation today, and thank you to the RRU team for inviting us here to present, and of course thank you to our shareholders for your ongoing support. So I'm here today to talk about the Orient Silver Indium project, which is our key project in northern Queensland. The slide you can see behind us, that's one of our rigs. We've got 2 rigs on site. That's a diamond drill rig. It's currently at Orient East as part of the JORC infill drilling program. So we're drilling diamond core, orientated diamond core, to better understand the structure of the system, plus give us accurate SG estimates for our JORC resource. Disclaimer, Iltani Resources. So we listed in June 2023, 20 cents. Today we're currently at 26 cents, so that's okay. It's not brilliant. For us, for our shareholders, I'm a shareholder, we want to see returns of 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. So the question is, how do you do that? And we believe we can do that with what we have here in northern Queensland. So we've rediscovered Orient, which is Australia's largest silver indium project. To date, this was a couple of days ago, we've done 85 RC holes, 4 diamond holes, so we've drilled about 17,000 metres. We've defined a JORC compliant exploration target, Orient West and Orient East, and we've commenced resource infill drilling, as I said, with the RC rig is currently at Orient West. We've got 2 mil cash in the bank as at 31st March. So corporate overview, non-executive chairman is Anthony Riley, our non-executive director is Karina Bader, and we've also got Justin Machaka as a non-executive, as an ed and a co-sec. Both Anthony and Karina are here at this conference, and I'm the MD. As I said, listed in June 2023, 20 cents, currently 26, 27 cents, so that's okay, not brilliant, but we do have some happy shareholders that I've met over the past few days, but they want to see more, and we want to see more. So project portfolio, as I said, northern Queensland, Tasmania, but today we're just going to talk about the Herberton project and in particular Orient. So Herberton, if you know northern Queensland, we're just inland from Atherton, the other side of the dividing range. So we've got about 370 square K of ground in the area. So it's not how much ground we have, it's the quality of ground we have, and we think we've got some really high quality ground. So the majority of our tenement holding sits inside the Boon Moosag Caldera. You can see the pink outline on this slide. Plus we've got a small holding tenement down at Herberton that covers Isabel. So, but really today, going to talk to you about Orient, which is inside the Caldera. So Orient Silver Indium project, what do we have? We've got 6 square kilometers of mineralization, alteration, multiple silver, lead, zinc, indium veins everywhere we go on site. So to date, we've focused on Orient West, Orient East. Orient West, multiple stacked silver, lead, zinc, indium veins, over 900 meters. We're focused on the white box there at Orient West, which is the high-grade core. Orient East, we've got a stockwork system where the multiple black drill holes are, 500 by 500. The reality is, it's all one system. We know the mineralization extends between west and east. We know the mineralization extends to the north up to Deadman Creek and down to the south. The question is, how do we drill it and how do we find it? So this is what we're doing at the moment. So Orient mineralization, what are we dealing with? High-grade sulfide-rich veins up to 10 meters thick, surrounded by extensive lower-grade stockwork zones of veinlets, disseminations, blebs. The mineralization is present as galena, so the silver's in the galena, the indium is in the sphalerite. So the indium, the silver, the indium, the lead, the zinc are recoverable. So based on historical tests, we would produce a lead con and a zinc con, and they'd go off to the smelter. We do have tin and we do have antimony, but they are not payable. So indium, I tried really hard to get one of these bars from Korea Zinc for this conference. So KZ, we're a smelting company based in Korea. Those are 5 kilogram bars of indium. It would cost me $2,000 to get one of those bars, because even though all of us in this room use indium every day, because the main use of indium is in the touch screens for your mobile phones, I've never actually seen or touched actual indium metal. So hopefully if we're here next year, when we're invited back, we will have one of these bars. It's probably not as good as the 400 ounce gold bar that the ABC refinery have. Theirs is $2 million, ours is $2,000, but still, it would be a good thing to have. So in terms of Orient, we've got a global exploration target, Orient West, Orient East, and we've got a high-grade exploration target for Orient West and Orient East. We're in the business of making money for our shareholders, so we want to drill high-grade mineralization with high tonnage, high grade. So we're not really focused on the larger resource. It's great to have a large resource, but ultimately that large resource is sub-economic. We want to focus on the high grade, the economic component, which is Orient West and Orient East. So we're currently drilling that out. As I said, the drill rig is at Orient West, and this is a picture of the RC rig at Orient West doing the infill drilling as we speak. So to date, we've done 22 RC holes at Orient West. We've got 10 RC holes to go. We've done the 2 diamond holes at Orient West. Orient East, 26 RC holes to go, 2 diamond holes planned. We've done 1 diamond hole, and the diamond rig is on the final hole at Orient East. So how's the drilling going? It's going well. That's, as a geologist, you're always sort of glass half empty, glass half full when it comes to drilling. You always think the best when you start the hole, then you usually get disappointed when you drill the hole. But so far, so good at Orient. The more we drill, the better it gets. So today at Orient West, we've drilled hole 62 to 72. We've received the assays for those, announced those to the market. Assays are pending for hole 73 to 83. The diamond drilling is done, and the core is being logged and as we speak for the diamond drilling. So the red holes we've done, the blue are assays pending, and I'll get it right. The red holes we've done, the blues are pending, and the greens are planned. So what are we getting? We are getting really, really good mineralization. High grade, high thicknesses. Again, this is silver equivalent, so this is silver plus lead plus zinc plus indium. When we look at the overall revenue mix, we think silver is about 50% of the revenue. Inside some of these holes, we've got silver assays up to 300-400 grams silver on a standalone basis. So we've, as an example, Orient 70, we've got 76 meters at 120 silver equivalent from 24 meters at, so basically that's close to surface. The mineralization does outcrop at Orient West. Plus we've got thousands of grams silver equivalent, so we can follow the mineralization underground. So this is what it looks like in a cross section. You can see the big cross section up the top, the big hole, that's Orient 70, so that's 76 meters at 118 silver equivalent. You can see the veins become high grade as they go down in depth, but I'm not a mining engineer, I'm a geo, but some people in here will be mining engineers, and I feel sorry for them, but there's always a bit of a love-hate relationship between geos and engineers, but you can imagine the pit shell going around the outside of that. As it's up on the ridge, it helps with the strip ratio. We don't have to pay to mine air, which is great. So the drilling is going really, really well. Holes 73, 75, the assays are pending. We know the mineralization is open at depth, so it's all looking good. But importantly, we've still got room to grow within the system. So we want more tons, more grade. As I said, Orient East, Orient West are drilling out to JORC resource. Then, courtesy of the Queensland Government has a program called the Collaborative Exploration Initiative. Each year you can apply for grant funding for the Queensland Government, and we've been fortunate enough where the Queensland Government has awarded us $230,000 in grant funding. So thank you to the Queensland Government. So we are using this money to fly a VTEM survey over Orient. So this is an aerial EM survey. We know the mineralization at Orient responds to EM from the work we've done last year. So when we fly the whole area, we'll cover Deadman's Creek, Orient North, Orient South, West, East, and the area under cover. So we know the mineralization responds to EM. We know the mineralization extends outside the areas we've currently drilled because we can see it to the north, and we've drilled it undercover and we've hit it undercover. The cover here is only 5 meters thick. We're calling it undercover because it is undercover, but historically, this site was first mined in the 1920s, so the old boys went after the mineralization. They could see outcropping. You can see the white squares are where the historic workings are on site. Undercover, they couldn't see the mineralization, so they didn't mine there. The EM will help us see through the cover and work out where the mineralization is. So the potential is to significantly grow our resource in terms of tons and grade at Orient. While we're drilling out the JORC at West and East, we'll understand the rest of the system. But from a geology perspective, and obviously I'm a geologist, this is where, for me, I get really excited. So we're extending the VTEM survey further out into the Boonmoo-Sag Caldera complex. This area has never been explored historically. So when the people were doing exploration in Herberton previously, they focused on tin. The tin is in the Hodgson Formation sediments, which are the purple outside the Bun Musag caldera. So you've got one caldera coming through here. There's another caldera where the epithermal system is. We're actually extending the VTEM survey to cover that epithermal system. So when Rob Cameron, one of our consultants, did some work for us last year, he mapped this large field of breccia pipes sitting in the middle of the caldera, and there's Union Jack, Eureka, and Boom Bonanza. They are smaller base metal mines also within the caldera complex. So we're going to fly the lot. We know if we get conductors out there, it'll be sulfides. As one of our shareholders said to me yesterday, the sulfides usually end up being pyrite when you drill them, which is worthless, but we never know. We are hoping for copper sulfides, a big copper dominant porphyry system sitting inside of the caldera complex, but we'll only know when we fly the VTEM survey. The helicopter is on site in Atherton today, so they should be flying the survey over the weekend. It's going to take them 3-4 days to fly the flight lines. The data, we'll get the data, then we'll pass the data to Kate Hines at MITA Geotech, so geophysics. She'll do the processing and we'll have the results and we'll release them to the market. So we know we're going to find more at Orient because we know the mineralization Orient responds to EM, and we know it's a very big system. But once we get out into the caldera complex, game on really. So 2025 objectives: Orient West, JORC resource; Orient East, JORC resource; grow Orient, explore and test the targets. So that's going to flow from the VTEM survey. We want to define a high-grade resource at Orient. We want to show the market that this project is on the pathway to being Australia's best silver exploration project, silver development project. And by that I mean the benchmark that in Australia is the Bowdens project in New South Wales. They've got a reserve of around 32 million tonnes at 110 silver equivalent at Bowdens. Prior to them having the challenges around permitting, which I believe they've now solved, they had a market cap of $300 million. We're sitting here with a market cap of $15 million. So it's our job to show the market that we are on a pathway to being equivalent or surpassing Bowdens, and delivering the JORC resource will be a key step in moving down that pathway. So why invest? Look, I'm a shareholder. I'm one of the biggest shareholders in the company. I walk around this conference looking for investment opportunities as well. And ultimately, to be clear, junior mining, high risk, high reward. You're looking to make 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. I'm as well. So why invest? Why invest in us? There's all these other companies out there you can invest in. We've got solid track record since IPO. We do what we say we're going to do. Discovery within 12 months, and we're moving to drill out the resource. So we should have the resource for Orient West in July, 2 years from IPO. Strong news flow from the Orient drilling program. So we'll have assay results from all the infill drilling to come out, assay results from the diamond drilling. We've got the resources for West and East to come out. As I said, the conversion of exploration targets to JORC resources. The discovery upside is still there. We're still growing Orient, and commodity exposure. It's a great time for silver, as investigators said. Silver is a good place to be. Indium is a small part of the project for us economically, but because it's a critical mineral and it's on the list for the Queensland government and for the federal government, it gives us access to non-dilutive funding as we move forward. So as soon as we get the JORC resource, we're off to talk to the Queensland Critical Minerals people about getting more grant funding to move the project forward. So, and me as a geologist, why do we do this? I do this for this sort of thing. So this is us at Orient looking into the Bun Musag caldera complex, and I look at that and go, why are those hills there? Why are they weird shapes? Why are there bumps there? Why are there bumps there? What geologically has made that happen? We don't know, but we will know once we've understanding what's made this happen. First step in that is flying the VTEM survey, which we're going to do. There could be something big out there. There might not be. Who knows? We've got Orient, we've got this, and we've got all our other projects as well. So everything is going really well.